Good evening, everybody, and once again, welcome back to the video. This is gonna be part number 12 in my Delta Streamer playlist. In today's video, we are gonna learn and see how we can leverage the Delta Streamer to delete items which is running in an upsert mode. So for the example, we're gonna spin up Kafka Zookeeper schema registry through Docker Compose file. And then we're gonna publish a sample Avro JSON message to the Kafka topic, and then we'll run the Delta Streamer and we'll ingest it, right? Now, what I want to show you is now the Delta Streamer running in an upsert mode, how you can leverage the delete functionality. So for that, we will basically create an output schema in the schema registry where we will define a new field called underscore hoodie is delete. We'll set that to Boolean. And after that, what we will do is we're gonna again insert the same document with the operation type as delete. Now using SQL based transformer and the Delta Streamer running in an upsert mode, I want to show you how you guys can leverage the delete functionality. Meaning anytime now the record comes in, the SQL transformer will check if the operation type is delete, and then if it is, then it's gonna set the hoodie is delete flag to true. And now the Delta Streamer knows that it needs to delete that particular record from the hoodie transactional data lake. Again, the Delta Streamer is running in an upsert mode. All of this will make sense. So let's do a hands-on lab. So the first step in the project is we need to spin up the stack and come to the project directory. This would be exercise number 12. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to start the Docker container. This will start, Kafka, Zookeeper, and schema registry. So we'll do Docker compose up --build and then -t. Step 2, we need to publish some messages onto the Kafka topic, and I'm going to be using the Python file called demo publish _kafka.py. Observe here, the operation type is insert, okay? So I'm going to run this particular Python file, and looks like I was able to publish. Now head over to localhost 3040, go to Kafka topics, and then search for something called orders. Click on that, and hopefully you should see that JSON object in that particular topic. As you can see, I have the JSON object over here. Now I just want to cover a small note here. So now if you run the Delta Streamer right now, the data would be ingested. But what I want to cover over here quickly is next time if the same record appears and the OP or the operation type is delete, this won't delete the data from hoodie transactional data lake. And the reason being is because if you do not specify the target schema, hoodie Delta Streamer will always ingest data based on the source schema. So for us to have the flexibility to delete items from hoodie transactional data lake, the Delta Streamer which is running in an upsert mode, right? We need to define the target schema. So let's take a look at the process. So again, if you have published the data, right, to this Kafka topic, right, now head over to something called schema registry. So if I come back, schemas, and then you can search for orders. And here you can see this is the schema, right? It was able to register the schema with schema registry. Now what we need to do is we need to add a particular field so that we can leverage the delete functionality. So for that, this is the field. Underscore hoodie is underscore deleted. Set that to Boolean, the default is false. So now please follow the steps that I'm about to do. So come to the schema registry, click on new, and the name would be, I think it's output schema. So output schema, copy that. Now we're gonna copy this over here, paste this one here, right? This is exactly what I have added, right? And click on validate. It looks good, and then we're gonna create that. Okay, so now we have defined the output schema. Now I can use I can use the SQL transformer, and I can say whenever I detect the operation type as delete, set this particular flag to true. Now Delta Streamer knows that it needs to perform a delete operation. Okay. All right, so now let's take a look at it, right? So what I want to show you is the hoodie configs for this particular lab. Just focus on this one right here, hoodie Delta Streamer transformer.sql. So select everything, case when OP is delete, which means when the operation is delete, right? I'm setting that to true, else setting that to false. So meaning what I'm saying in simple language, if I encounter this particular field, which is operation OP, or it can be anything that you have in the data, I'm saying if it is D, then set, let me just zoom in. I can't zoom in for some reason. I thought I would be. Okay, here. Then set this particular, Then set this particular field, that is hoodie is delete, to true. Now, by doing that, Delta Streamer knows that it needs to delete, right? So hopefully made sense. Just explaining you the concept, right? So, okay, so let's do this now. Let me run the Delta Streamer. This will ingest that one record into hoodie transactional data lake. Then I'm gonna manually set that OP to delete or D. Again, publish that to Kafka. Again, run Delta Streamer, and then I'll show you that record was removed from hoodie. So, okay, all right. So I will go to the Spark Summit. Okay, just gonna copy this and open the terminal and simply paste it. Okay. So again, this Delta Streamer will run and it's gonna ingest the data. It already did. Now I'm gonna run the Python file, read hoodie.py. So again, expectation is I should see that one record which is there in the Kafka topic into the hoodie transactional data lake, right? Perfect. See, we have this particular record, right? The order ID that we have ingested. Observe the operation type is insert. Now let me show you. So manually I'm gonna send a message to that Kafka topic and set this to delete. Okay, so let me show you. All right, so back here, wanna go to over here, and then I'll set this to delete. Okay, and then I will run this Python file. Again, now that record has been published to the Kafka topic. So yeah, so as you can see now, right, I do see that record came here in the Kafka topic. So which means now if I run the Delta Streamer, right, the SQL based transformer will set that particular flag to true. So I want to show you quickly. If I go to this one right here, right, so this one, right, so it's gonna set the flag underscore hoodie underscore is underscore delete to true. So now Delta Streamer knows like, hey, this record I need to delete, right? So hopefully made sense. So now let's, so again, we have this record in hoodie transactional data lake. If I run the Delta Streamer, my expectation would be I should not see any data in the hoodie. So all right, so now we come to Spark Submit. Let me copy this. And again, this is tutorial number 12, right? So I expect you have been through all the previous tutorials. So that's why I'm not covering the basics here, okay? So if I run it now, which would ingest that new data, and looks like it's doing its thing right now. And perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna run the Python file. So Python 3 read hoodie.py. I'm pretty sure it will work. Like, you know, I've tested this in the past. So yeah, there you go, guys. Gone, that record, right? So, okay, so what we learned, let's summarize. So we learned how users can leverage hoodie Delta Streamer to delete items if the Delta Streamer is running in the upsert mode for Kafka Avro messages, right? But again, this could be applied to any other sources, right? You just need to set that particular flag. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you have enjoyed. It is very crucial that you do provide the output target schema. If you do not provide that, and if you're trying to use SQL transformer, it's gonna follow the source schema, meaning that particular field that you have been adding, underscore hoodie underscore is underscore deleted, that won't show up in the hoodie transactional data lake. So hence you have to specify input and output target schema. Thank you for watching the video, and the materials and resources could be found in the description under the exercise number 12. If you have questions, please reach out and I'll be more than happy to explain, catch up with you if needed. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.